Hello, welcome back as we spend a third week on this text about uh, unexpected suffering that falls upon people and how we are to think about them. I invite you again to think about, call to mind those who've been told that their suffering has been visited upon them because they somehow deserve it. And remember that people who love them are overhearing Jesus speaking to those who hold the belief that they got what they deserved. It's also very helpful to look at patterns. I've marked the text I provided with colors and typographical things. So you see that there's a bold line that exists in both the first section and then repeated when it moves to the Tower of Siloam. There's the question that I've marked in red, do you think? And there's the response of Jesus that they were worse than the others, that appears in both. And then the closing line, which is very closely paralleled in the two. No, I tell you, but unless you repent, you will all perish as they did, or you will all perish just as they did the second time. Marking this hopefully helps you to see some of the similarities and differences in the two. So for example, you could see in the first one, they're referred to as sinners, and the second one, they're referred to as offenders. So I had hoped to start working on the parable now. Life got busy and that didn't happen, so we'll just listen to the first two clauses. At that very time, there were some present who told him about the Galileans whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. He asked them, do you think that because these Galileans suffered in this way, they were worse sinners than all the other Galileans? No, I tell you. But unless you repent, you'll all perish just as they did. Or the 18 who were killed when the Tower of Siloam fell upon them. Do you think that they were worse offenders than all the others living in Jerusalem? No, I tell you. But unless you repent, you will all perish just as they did. Okay, I didn't pay attention to my own advice. I threw an extra just in there, so sometimes you only notice those things as it's coming out of your mouth. What is this text driving to? What I want to suggest is that perhaps the movement in this text is saying, when horrible things happen, they give us an opportunity not to judge others, but to pause our lives, reflect on the way things are going. So tragedies are not so much sent by God, but are opportunities within which God helps us to clarify what we're to be about and to turn us in a different direction. We'll pick it up with the parable next time and bring this puppy to its conclusion.